08090306416. 0809-030-6416. Please call the number that I have just mentioned. The numbers I mentioned. Leave that one that you saved in your phone. All right, Mark is calling from Iwofe. Hello, Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah. So, mine is sugar.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like bread a lot.
Okay.
There's a particular bread very popular now. The supermarket bread. I don't want to mention, but it's very popular. I'm sure you know. So I buy it a lot, and I feel bad though. I used to work before, but these days life gets so busy that no time to do money run, all of that. So, but yeah, sugar, a lot of bread. I like bread a whole lot. I don't know.
So that bread is because of the sweetness of the bread.
Yeah, it's just something to always munch on.
Because
So
it is also sweet.
Say that again.
I said because it's also sweet.
Yes, because it's also sweet. Exactly.
Okay, thank you for calling, Mark.
Enjoy your day.
All right, you too. So yeah, we have one sugar guy. Who's next? Are you a sugar person or are you a salt person? Which one is it for you? Talk to me. 0817-923-0002 0817-923-0002 or 0817-923-0003. Sorry, 07. 0817-923-0007 0817-923-0007. So we're talking excessive salt and sugar. And I'm asking you to tell me, which one do you take too much of? Is it the sugar or is it salt? Which of these, sugar and salt, is your biggest indulgence? All right, talk to me. So the experts, of course, medical experts, have said that too much sugar can cause insulin resistance, can cause obesity, and it can also cause diabetes. While salt, on the other hand, they say it can cause water gain. And high blood pressure. And it doesn't stop there. It can actually lead to heart failure, heart attack, and stroke. Ochuko from Iguruta. Hello, Ochuko.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm calling from Iguruta.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, mine is salt.
Wow. Where do you like your salt? Inside tea?
Not pure, inside gas. Soaking Gary with salt. It's in they give me vibe.
Wow. That is amazing.
Like seriously, I don't feel being Gary, I don't feel salt.
Whoa. So why don't you just look for a Jebu Gary and drink so that you will not add salt?
That one they come with prepared salt.
It gets the taste there. It's kind of salty. You don't need to add extra salt.
That one will go away from me now.
It's just that it's expensive, but you will figure it out.
That's fair.
All right, thank you for calling, Ochiko. Hi, Gifts from Gulf Estates.
Okay. I said I like ice cream a lot.
From your voice, we know. If you're not an ice cream person, I'll be screaming.
I can't live without eating ice cream. Like last week, I missed about 22 ice cream in the week.
What?
Yeah, it's before, so I love ice cream a lot.
Interesting.
I can't say that.
Yeah, it is well. All right, thank you very much. Okay, we're going to commercial break. And when I come back, I'm still taking your calls, all right? I want to find out your biggest indulgence. Is it sugar or is it salt? So someone says, salt. I can't drink Gary if there's no salt in it. Put salt. You got me. All right. I'll be back. We're discussing excessive sugar and salt intake, and we're looking at the effects. I'll read out some more effects of doing that. Just stay tuned. What happens to your body is actually the state of your mind. You're thinking that if I do not drink this bottle of soda, this drink every day, I will die. And so you just keep on taking every single day. You're having lunch. There must be one sweating bottle. The bottle has to be sweating. And for some other people, it's a bottle of something sweating, and it's usually in the evening, and it's not soda. Yeah. The beer has to be sweating. Kajad one. And one bottle is never enough. It has to be at least 3 bottles every single day. So, is it sugar? Is it salt? Which one do you take too much of? We're discussing excessive sugar and salt intake right now. So yes, we all know salt, that seasoning that can flavor your food and also act as a preservative. Salt is really good, right? So it's actually said that nearly all unprocessed foods, like the vegetables, the fruits, the groundnuts and all the nuts, meat, what else? You know them. They're actually low in sodium. Yeah? But salt has about 60% of chloride and 40% of sodium. So now you see why people like to add it to these other things and why it is also important you add to these things, right? But we're discussing excessive. All right? So there's actually something salt does, because most times it's as if everybody is talking about how salt is bad, and they make it look like God made some kind of mistake when he made that one. It's like it's one of the errors of creation. But salt is actually good. All right. So I've already mentioned the fact that it's a food preservative. It can also act as a preservative and also flavor your food. It also can help to relax and contract your muscles. And then it also balances the minerals that you take in. But by the time you now take too much, that is when it becomes a problem. Too much of everything they say is bad. Right? So, high blood pressure is one of the things. Now, if you're taking too much salt, it could raise your blood pressure. Yeah, you might say, there's nobody in my family used to have high BP. No, it does not run in my family. But you cannot drink garri without adding salt. You cannot eat beans that has been prepared with salt without adding extra salt. You cannot eat soup that has been prepared with salt without adding extra salt. Everything just has to have extra salt. Is it that you're not brushing your tongue properly? Maybe that's the problem. Go and find out how to wash the tongue so that you can be feeling the vibes when you're eating anything. So too much of salt intake actually is very bad for you. And it is said that the change in blood pressure happens through your kidneys. So too much salt makes it harder for your kidneys to remove the fluids that it doesn't need. And so your blood pressure begins to go up. And you're the one who's going to pay for it. All right, back to the phone lines now. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. And 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0007. And I'm asking you to tell me, what's your biggest indulgence? What's your flavor? Ooh, tell me what's your flavor. Is it sugar? Is it salt? All right, we have a caller here. Still waiting for your name. And while I'm trying to take that call, please send a message via WhatsApp and tell me, are you a sugar person or a salt person? Send a message to WhatsApp to 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. Is your name Alist from Obogoro?
Yes.
All right, you're welcome. I'm
All
listening.
Right, thank you. So when you talk about sugar, I know normally it's sugar, but I do take almost every day. I took 1 bottle of Coke.
Did you say, wait, you said almost every day. Is it that there are days when you forget to take it, or?
No, there is this particular food. If I don't take Coke, 1 bottle of Coke, I'll not be able to eat it.
Which food?
Like yam and beans, stuff like that.
So you eat yam and beans and rice every day?
Yeah, almost every day. Beans and yam.
My question is that almost. What is the almost there? Is it that you don't take it on Saturdays?
I don't take it on Saturday.
So why are you saying almost every day?
Yes, almost every day. On the next Sunday, minus Sunday, because I normally stay at home. So no, it's on Sunday.
So the problem is not necessarily that you are drinking the whatever. It is where you are eating that thing. You're not the one cooking the food.
Yes.
So it's the restaurant.
Yes.
And it's not close to your house.
Yes. So I know on weekend I do cook. So that's the reason why I change food. I only change food weekend, like on Sunday.
And there's no bottle when you're eating on Sundays.
Yes.
Try and be drinking water. You know,
I drink water a lot, and I do.
You can actually tell yourself that maybe every Wednesday there will be no bottle of anything. At least add one more day, so that it will not be just Sundays.
All right.
Yeah, you could try that, or better still, start getting yourself fruit juice. It's better. Thank you very much, Alice. Can you imagine every single day? Yeah. There are many people like that. Good afternoon, Constance. There's this woman in my area that sells provision. She sabi quarrel, no be small. She dey even ignore customers when she was having no competitions. I went... Are you sure I'm not reading the wrong message? I am actually reading the wrong message. This is from the previous conversation. Oh my. Okay. Arcelia says, hi Constance, I'm not in any of the categories. I eat salt in moderation. I don't do sodas. I don't do hot chocolates but coffee. I'm not a sweet tooth. I don't even take custard with refined sugar. Ooh, okay. I used to love sugar a lot, but I realized after my teenage years that it was affecting me in some ways. I decided to stop taking too much sugar, but I'm finding it difficult. I'm addicted to it already. Ooh, I'm addicted. I need therapy to stop. Waiting for solution on how to stop taking too much, as you will always provide solution. Dave, you're looking for therapy to stop taking too much sugar. Okay. Keep waiting. IK is calling from Obunabali. Hi, IK.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, you are talking about salt.
Yeah, excessive intake of salt and sugar. Yes.
Okay, because what I'm asking, I combine salt and sugar. How is it? Yeah, say, what's the effect of that?
The effect of combining salt and sugar.
Yeah.
When do you combine salt and sugar?
Say when I want to maybe drink curry.
So how often do you drink curry?
Not quite often. Once in a while.
Oh, we're discussing excessive. You're telling me of something of once in a while. Ike.
Okay.
Thank you for calling. We're talking about excessive. I mean, if you had said, it's something I do every day. Every day. But then sometimes too, you also have to check, all right, the quantity. Someone might even be combining the salt and sugar and they're putting really tiny amounts. Yeah, very little amounts. So there's also something else that could happen to your body if you're taking too much salt. Swelling. Yeah, it can be a sign of too much sodium in your body. Parts of your body like your feet. And this is not for pregnant women only. Yeah. So if you're taking too much salt, you're not even pregnant. You're not even a woman in the first place. So, and then your feet swollen, your hands swollen, even your face swollen. You're shiny, no. You're taking too much salt. There's too much sodium in your body. Yeah. Everything is swelling up. You're looking puffy than usual. You need to start checking the amount of salt you're taking. All right? It's not good. It's not good. So that's weight gain that is not healthy. It's not normal. It's just because you're taking too much salt. All right, a message here says, mine is a pinch of salt. No matter how salty the food is, my pinch of salt is the ogak patapata of them all. The shocker is, even in the conventional 2 minutes noodles, my salt complements the flavor or mommy self week. Tammy from Port Harcourt. Oh my goodness me. Tammy. So Tammy, you must add a pinch of salt. I think you've watched too much Food Network. You've watched them a lot, and then you see those chefs go, and then you feel like if I'm eating anything, I should just sprinkle something. You better be careful and be sure you're not taking too much. Yeah. Too much salt. It can also affect your sleep. So if you eat too much salt before bedtime, it could lead to disturbances in your sleep. So sometimes maybe you're restless sleep, you're waking up often at night, you're not feeling very rested in the morning. It could be too much salt. All right? And then when there's too much salt in your blood, there's something that actually happens. Water begins to gush out of your cells. It's more like you're trying to remove the salts. And the problem is that you begin to feel weaker than usual. Oh, you're beginning to feel so tired. Perhaps it's time to ask yourself, do I take too much salt? Am I taking too much salt? Yeah, there are people who they cook and they cannot tell if the salt is too much. Yeah, they've become so used to taking salt a lot that their tongue is also used to it. The tongue doesn't even know when the salt is enough in the food and even gets overboard. Some other person tastes it and the person goes, salt, this is your food. They'll be like, really? I was even thinking that there's not enough salt. I thought to go and check it now to know if I was feeling I will add more. Hey, are you sure? Test it again, no? There's too much salt. There is too much salt, but you're arguing. So too much salt is not good for you. All right? Okay, we'll talk about how you can cut down on your salts. We'll talk about that. But let's look at the effects of too much sugar. We've been talking about too much salt. But hey, I'm still asking you that question. What is your biggest indulgence? Which one do you take too much of? Is it salt or is it sugar? And if you're saying, yeah, salt, tell me the food where you like to add too much salt. If you say it's sugar, let's know what it is that you usually like to have your sugar in. All right? Are you a sweet tooth? Do you like to do the too much ice creams? Or like the young man who likes a particular brand of bread because it's usually very sweet? Talk to me. 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0007. All right, so just like too much salt can cause bloating and you're feeling puffy, you're looking puffy and all that, creating a fake weight gain. It's actually fake because you feel like you're shining, looking plumpy. All right. The thing about too much sugar is that it can actually also cause weight gain. So the experts are saying that there have been evidence to suggest that added sugar, often from sugar sweetened beverages, is a major contributor to obesity. So feels like that's even worse than the other one. Ufoma is calling from One. Oh my goodness. Ufoma, apologies. Please do well to call me back. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. I remember we had a conversation with, was it Dr. Afyang John? Yeah. And we were talking about, what was that conversation? But we had it, we touched on sugar for children. And you know, the fact that it's been said that children need sugar for their brain development and all of that. And she says, yes, but it's not added sugar. They can get the sugar from the normal food they eat. So stop deceiving yourself with saying, let's put sugar. There's lollipop. There's biscuits. The juice. Not juice. The soda. Yeah. What else now? Perhaps you make pap. Put sugar. She says, no, that is not it. They can get the sugar from the everyday carbohydrates. All right. The sugar is there. By the time it breaks down as they've taken it in, everything comes out. The glucose, fructose, everybody begins to show forth. So it's not the added sugar that the child needs for their brain development. All right. Ndukwe, hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, this is Mr. Ndukwe calling from Amoa local government.
All right, go on. I'm listening. So too much salt or too much sugar?
I love sugar.
He used the word love.
Yes, I love sugar more than anything.
Mr. Ndukwe. Why? What's happening?
Every blessed day.
Is it in your tea?
Shirless. I take shirless every day.
Wow.
Yes.
How many bottles?
At least every day I take it twice, morning and night.
So what's up? Why are you taking it like that? You think it does some kind of special thing to your body?
I don't know. That is why I'm calling now. If there's, I don't know. That is why I'm calling now if I should stop taking it.
You need to stop. We're discussing excessive intake. So you're taking too much. It's actually too much. So before that particular brand of drink came out, because I know it's not very far away now. Before it came out, what were you taking before?
Goda.
I understand what's happening here. So do you still take the Goda?
No.
So you used this new drink.
Therefore now have diverted me. To Charles now. I believe it's a work. I want to leave.
It's not devil. It's you. It's your mind. You're the one that chose it. It's out of your own will that you chose. You decided it's not devil.
Like that, they have pushed me to that side.
Leave devil. This one is not devil. It's you. We are human beings. We have desire. We have want and need. Okay. So this one is your body.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I can just imagine them being like, me? When, Mr. Ndukwe, did you just put this man? Be careful. Devil, I've seen something. Next time you not misbehave. Mr. Ndukwe, I beg. You can start small. Start taking one bottle every day. Reduce it to two bottles. Take it in the afternoon. At least that time you know that by the time I don't even know the kind of work you do. By the time you now walk about and you're busy, or before the end of the day, you've removed some. So please, reduce it. All right. So another danger of excessive intake of sugar is that it may increase your risk of heart disease. Now, it's been said that high sugar diets have been associated with an increased risk of many diseases, and heart disease is one of them. And this is a great cause of death worldwide. In fact, it is tagged the number one cause of death worldwide: heart disease. All right. So please try. Okay. Thank you. So where are my people? Which one do you take a lot of? Sugar or salt? All right. So for those of you who have been battling acne, you've been trying, it's not working. Like, what's happening? I'm looking like this. Well, some studies have actually linked too much sugar to acne. Yup. So they say that a diet in refined carbs, that's carbohydrates, including sugary foods and drinks, have been associated with a higher risk of developing acne. So they're looking at processed sweets, and they're saying they could raise your blood sugar more rapidly than foods with a lower glycemic index. So when you consume food or foods that are that come with too much sugar, okay, they're saying it can actually cause a spike in your blood sugar and insulin levels. And first of all, that's not what you want to happen. So it can affect other parts. Oil production is affected. Inflammation is another thing that comes up. So the end point actually is that these things play a role in acne development. So please, now you've heard it, too much sugar intake. It might be that you're taking too much sugar, and that's why you're dealing with acne. You've tried all the products, so nothing is working. Check if you're taking too much sugar and reduce it. Okay, so this one is the one that I'm sure a lot of people know. It increases your risk of type 2 diabetes. Yeah, diabetes is one of the leading cause of death and reduced life expectancy. The prevalence of diabetes has actually more than doubled over the past 30 years. And they are even saying that it will continue to rise. Why? Because people know they are what? Excessive sugar consumption. It's happening worldwide. As much as they're screaming, type 2 diabetes, people are dying. And they're also saying it will increase further. Because apart from people know they hear words, the guys who are making the foods with the refined sugars and, they've not stopped. They have to do business. And they're not the ones forcing you to take too much. But then there's something about sugar. You want to take more. Yeah, that's just something about sugar. And then for this one, it may increase your risk of cancer. Have you heard? Excess consumption of sugar. When you take sugar in excessive amounts, it may increase your risk of developing some cancers. So apart from the fact that it can lead to obesity also significantly raises your risk of cancer. So it's not just that it's obesity now. With time, it will. Cancer is around the corner. And you don't want that happening to you. Okay? So please stay away. Reduce your intake of sugar. Hi Constance, wonderful conversation you are having. Mine is sugar, chocolate biscuits and sipping gari with enough milk and sugar. Because those two, they give me excess joy. Sam from Umboba. Sam. Hello, Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Welcome. Chinke Daniel. Good afternoon.
Yes. Please.
Yes.
It's like the food will take much or whatever that we are discussing.
Excessive sugar and salt intake is what I'm discussing.
Okay. But for me, that I want to ask if there's any doctor there.
No. There's none.
I take groundnut worth of 50 naira before, but now groundnut is more expensive. That is to say, I consume like 100 naira groundnut every day. And I used to have itching at my joints. I want to know if taking excessive or that of 100 naira every day is unhealthy to my body.
Interesting. So I think it's a question you should be asking a medical doctor. I'm not one. Yeah, I'm not one. All right. Thank you very much, Chinke Daniel. All right. I'm looking at another effect, negative effect of taking excessive amounts of sugar. It may increase your risk of depression. So now we're coming to your mind again. Mind, body, and soul. That's interesting. So the thing about sugar is that if you actually take the normal quantity you're supposed to take, for instance, it was some years ago that I had to read up this one, something about bananas. You take it and it kind of like, it changes your mood. You feel better, right? Yeah, it actually improves your mood. But when you're not taking too much, it will go from high to low. It will now go from improving to imploding your mood. So when you're eating foods that have high level of sugar, or your food is high in added sugar and also processed foods, they're saying that they may contribute to changes in moods and emotions, and it may even increase your chances of developing depression. And then high sugar consumption has been linked to cognitive impairments, memory problems, and emotional disorders. For example, anxiety, and yes, the one I mentioned, depression. Listening from my office here in Abuja, I mega something. I take a lot of mangoes here because it's in season. I want to know, is the fructose sugar good? Because the sugars in most of these fruits these days, I hammer go loy, which I buy. Because the sugars in most of these fruits these days, I hammer. I don't know what. Chia Goze from Abuja, thank you for your message, but the last part of your message kind of like confused me. Yeah, you're typing. All right, help me understand what you said. I eat gari every day. Does it raise my sugar levels in my body? Are you diabetic? That's the question. So you should be asking your doctor, in case you're diabetic. Find out from your doctor the amount of gari you should even be eating. Because it's not the gari that is the problem. It's the amount. Yeah? Okay, so we have commercials coming up. Can I take two more? All right, so I can take just this one. Too much sugar can drain your energy. Foods that are high in added sugar can actually very quickly spike your blood sugar and insulin levels. And this will lead to increased energy. So the problem is that this energy rise is boom. All right? And once that happens, a crash also happens. There's a sharp drop in blood sugar. So it drains your energy. I'll go on a commercial break and I'll be back.
For more talk, news and sports, stay tuned to Nigeria Info.
But I'm seeing messages here on Facebook, so I'll quickly read them. So we're discussing excessive salt and sugar intake. And I'm asking, which of them is your biggest indulgence? Is it sugar or is it salt? All right. So also Francis from Enugu State says, salt and sugar are good, but shouldn't be taken excessively. All right. Especially for the adults. All right. Japhet Jojo says, I love sugar before now, but have reduced its intake due to the effects. Thanks. Wango Chidima says, I don't use sugar, but I use salt only when I'm cooking. All right. Am I missing any message? I'm seeing about 6 of them. All right. I think I got everything. Okay. So yeah, that's it for now. But I'm sure you've actually learned something. So I said I was going to talk about how you can cut down on your salt intake, right? So this is actually some of the things you should do. If you're buying any processed things, all those things that come with labels, just check the sodium content in the food that you buy, okay? If you're also choosing spices and seasonings, go for the ones that do not have sodium. Yeah, as part of the ingredients. People in this part of the country, people like too much chiki, those spices and seasonings. There's too much sachet of something that they're putting inside food in this part of the country. So just look at the ingredients, all right? And get the ones that do not have sodium on their labels. And if you are eating in anywhere, whether at home, in a restaurant, whatever, all right, you can decide to not have extra salt in your food. You could even cook your food with no salt. Yeah. So you can go for foods that do not have salt in them. For example, you can buy yam. Roasted yam. Do they add salt to roasted yam? I can't remember. I don't know. But I'm just saying. Okay. So you can get yourself fresh foods instead of the ones that are packaged. In case you love to be at the supermarkets where you can buy everything once and you don't even go check out if they have fresh ones. Instead of buying those other ones. All right. Get the fresh ones, your meats and the rest of them. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So thank you very much. That is it. I'll see you tomorrow, Friday, right here on the sunny side. Okay, so we have the news, Rivers Today at 3 p.m., after which it will be time for Hard Facts with Kala Dakoru Watubo. My name is Constance Mega. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH on Twitter, and Nigeria Info FM _PH on Instagram. You can also visit our website at www.nigeriainfo.fm. You can also find me on social media. Constance Mega on Twitter and Constance Mega on Instagram and LinkedIn. God bless you.
On your talk station, the conversation never ends.